Good morning, everybody. How are you? Welcome to Wednesday. Good morning, Mark. Hey, Fred, John, Ed, good morning. TD, how are you? Morning to everybody. Hey, Phil, Steph. Beautiful day. Hey, guys, today's Wednesday, so, mark down on your notepad there. 2 p.m. today Eastern, Ed will be in the live trading alerts room talking about scans. Even if you don't use the scanner, this can be very, very informative to you because somewhere you do some scanning, and some of the information could help you. So 2 p.m. Eastern, be there, be square, man. We'll see you there. Let's see. Hey, Ron. How's it going? Oops. My desk is not quite organized here yet. There we go. Okay. So it kind of looks like the market's a little soggy pre-market here. You can see that with this candle. Kind of an inside day. So, if it stays like that today, I'm happy. If we just kind of cruise sideways, we can dip a little bit. I'm thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. If this starts to get too ugly, well, we'll keep an eye on that. No way to predict how we're going to end up that last hour of the day. Just no way in the world how we can predict that. If somebody's looking for some, stocks to beat the market, say if the market starts pulling back, the inverse ETF have always been one of my favorites. And here's TZA. You can see it's kind of moving up right now a little bit here. UVXY ended up with a nice little doji yesterday, and here we're trying to pop up a little bit. I'm not going to be too excited till it gets over about 16, but then I'm likely to get a tiny bit excited there. We're going to take a look at a few charts over here, but I want to mention that this morning I noticed pre-market the scanner was giving me some energy stocks that were popping up. We'll just quickly pop through a couple. OXY, you can see moving up. CLR doing a pretty good job here, breaking out. BP, I'm not sure I'm a buyer of BP here, but I sure would want to be there at the right time. Just bumping up against the 50, definitely worth the watch list. FANG here. FANG has rallied up, moving sideways now. That's looking good. So a lot of the energies are starting to look really, really good right now. So might want to keep an eye on those. Looking really good. They're improving since the time I turned the scanner on. Improving there. Okay, a few charts that I've got on the watch list, and we're probably not going to get through all of them. And if you want to go see them all, just simply go to the Hit Run Candlesticks blog. It's right there on the home page. Just click on it. You can read Ed's article if you like. Great article in there. If you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see where the full list of trade ideas are, okay? So I'm looking at GP here. And I also want to remind everybody, just because it's on the watch list today doesn't mean that, I never expect anything to take off and make money the first day. I just never do that. For me, it's all about entering into a position and managing that position. Follow, make sure if I get stopped out, I get stopped out at a good level. Good level meaning something I can afford and be happy with, comfortable with, not happy with, but comfortable with. So it's about management. Charts that I create when I create a watch list like this, I put them on a master watch list on that scanner, and I can watch them throughout the day. Really, really simple. I know what's moving and what's not. I don't pay attention to what's not. I only look at what's moving. So it's a great way to drill down. Anyway, here's GP, and you can see today here we popped up high and we've pulled back. Maybe nothing spectacular, but I've got this blue line in here. Over that blue line is what I'm looking at. And you've got about a 28% playground here. And then if it can come through this 785 area, you've got another 21% playground. And if it can come through the 975, you got another 16% playground. So there's a whole lot of future to this stock, so I'm not sure I want to kick it out just because it doesn't do well one day. ZG is another one. ZG has a 26%, 24% playground here from these lows up to 64.80, sorry. And that's just simply this top right here. That also happens to be very close to the dotted deuce. I probably should have put another one up. I can do that. And if I come over here and put this line right there, and I'm looking at these two lows at this, this line at these two lows over here, and that takes into account this gap. I can see the 200 period moving average here. So what I'm going to do is just simply do this right here, and there you've got another 26% playground. It doesn't mean price is going to get to 84.94. You've got a playground, an area that money could be made based on the setups that I think most of us use in here. There might be somebody that uses something different, but I think most of us really kind of use about the same setup. JBT. JBT is a nice looking chart. We've got that Fig Newton chart pattern yesterday, and if we put a line just up here at these bottoms, that's a resistance area. You can see the 50 period moving average is also in there, so it just makes this whole area right through this top a little bit a resistant area, but that's given us about a 13% playground to play in. And what I mean by that is this right here. So say yesterday, for instance, if somebody bought this, then this thing could tool around here really you would like it to go straight up, but the reality is it can tool sideways for a long time. And then maybe it pops up, maybe it consolidates. This is the area you might be looking at taking profits around the 50, around this top, watching for those candle signals. Are we going to get something like this, or are we going to get more of the green pushing right to the top? Remember that we're not in the business of picking bottoms and picking tops. We're in the business of taking some out of the middle. So some out of the middle might be something like that right there. If you bought it yesterday, then you are, you're looking at 10% maybe. I know the lure of 13%. Oh, that sounds so good, doesn't it? I'll tell you, the smart money goes after those 10% trades. And this is just on the stock, by the way. Can you imagine the kind of money you'd make on the option on that? Yikes. CGNT. A great candle. Let's see, today's Wednesday, so that's Tuesday, Monday. So a great candle Monday. We've also got a really nice cradle pattern here. This is a cradle pattern. When we're down, and then we just get sideways, kind of like a pop out of the box type thing. I don't consider this a pops out of the box. This is a cradle pattern to me. A pop out of the box is when you have a trend up, could be 1 candle, 10 candles, and then we move sideways at the top. That's a pop out of the box to me. Just my pop out of the box. This to me is a cradle pattern right here. We broke out of it inside day yesterday. That's a bullish chart pattern right here. So this is the kind of chart that I want on my watch list. Today might not be the day to enter it. It might not be. But I see a playground of about 29%, then 11%, then 16%. Something tells me I'd like to play on this playground. But it might be a rainy day. We're not even getting pre-market stuff on this one. It could be a rainy day. Might not be a buy on this. Price might be being all ugly for us, moving down. That's okay. The lower we get to support, the happier I'm going to be. And then we're going to look for look for those buyers in there, and that's where I'm going to look to buy. Now I can play in that playground. I'll reevaluate at 1475 for a very simple reason. There's resistance right there. My goal is not to beat resistance. My goal is to make money. So we'll reevaluate the chart, watch the chart. How's the chart going to act when it starts back up? If it starts back up, now we've got another 11% playground depending on where we enter it. Because here's what happens is, if we rally here and it does a pullback, well, it might pull back all the way to here like that. Well, now the second try, I'm looking to break through that resistance. And when we break through that resistance, the reality is we can take this box here and pull it down, because now you have a 21% playground. We could actually do to this one the same type of trade. There's a 29% playground, 21% playground, 25% playground. Lots of money can be made on this chart. You have to have it on the watch list. You have to manage it. You have to work it. Put some water on it, fertilize, sunshine. It all works out. Hess, one of those energy stocks. We've got this, at the moment, we've got this Fig Newton chart pattern going. I'm looking at 113 up here as a nice little target, about 13% away. Probably tighten that up a little bit. There we go. We'll go right there. About 13% away. Let's see. QS is another one. I see a little bit of resistance at about $19, just a little bit right there. So, but if you look at the whole playground here, you're looking at 39%. So here's where a trader comes in. Here's where you've got to be a trader. Okay, this is what you work for. You work for, now what am I going to do with this chart? And this is what the right way options and the hint run candlestick room is for. This is where you ask questions, okay? Those that are listening to this, those in the room live right now, that's what you're paying for. So please make sure you ask. Trial members especially, just don't sit on your tail end and just think it's just going to magically appear in front of you. Ask questions, all right? Because this is where the trick comes in. Finding charts like this, any third grader can do it. It's really easy. It's the whole entry, the management. That's the important part, all right? All right, I'm going to scoot out of here. We'll see everybody in about 30 minutes, just shy of 30 minutes. Get this market open, and let's have a little bit of fun, all right? See you guys shortly. Take care.